The foreshore was calm, flat, and inviting. Seaside towns were well suited to recreational pursuits, with numerous parks and grassed areas. This provided an ideal community environment for children to spend summer days at the beach without parental supervision. This is unheard of today, but was the norm back in the 1960s. Jane, Arnna and Grant's favourite beach was Glenelg, with its expansive pristine lawns of Colley Reserve sweeping down close to the water's edge, the flat, calm sea gently lapping the shoreline. Glenelg Beach in Colley Reserve during the summer school holidays was crowded with excited, noisy, energetic children running in and out under the sprinklers, playing tag and hide-and-seek, or flicking each other with wet-tipped towels. Another popular beach location in the summer months was Brighton Beach and Pier, 5 kilometres south of Glenelg, which was also brimming with excited children and teenagers. Capable beachgoers performed somersaults or acrobatic stunts off the pier, but for the less coordinated came the sting of the water 5 metres below. Scores of kids barely able to swim would doggy paddle to keep themselves afloat. The jetty had neither lifeguards nor water safety signs. It was a chaotic situation, difficult to fathom in today's environment, but this was a child's life in the 1960s. A child's life in the summer holidays was all about spending time with friends, and breakfast was a rush job. Toast with Vegemite, followed by a bowl of Kellogg's cornflakes, Vita Brits, rice bubbles, or the poor man's porridge, semolina. They would then head out through the door with those words from their mother embedded on their brain. Be home before the street lights come on. Other than that, the day was yours. Each day presented unlimited adventures. For children armed with their imagination, anything was possible. Kids congregated with their friends in the local streets or parks to discuss plans for the day, riding bikes to the beach or the Adelaide Hills, building a treehouse, or meeting up at the local park could be all on the agenda. Every suburb had a playground, with hours spent on monkey bars, swings, buckabouts, jungle gyms, seesaws and roundabouts. These recreational parks would be deemed hazardous by today's standards due to the lack of safety measures. No rubber matting, guardrails or protective covers. You might say it was a time when playgrounds were potentially deadly, but plenty of fun. The day offered so much. With only 8 hours to fit in all the adventures, building a cubby house in the backyard was a regular occurrence. For the more adventurous, tree houses were constructed at the local creek, or in open farmland never too far away, using a collection of wooden planks, old milk crates and tyres, coupled with wooden boxes and sheets of cardboard, all pieced together with a child's ingenuity. Construction of billy carts required a trip to the local rubbish tip, where children would fossick for old pram wheels, broken bike parts, and discarded wooden planks and boxes. What immediately followed was soapbox cart races in the local streets. Neighbourhood children and, at times, parents raced, none wearing helmets, much less knee or elbow guards. One does wonder how children came out of the 1960s unscathed, apart from the odd lingering scar on the knee or the elbow. Groups of youngsters on bicycles ventured many kilometres into the foothills of Adelaide. These foothills were dotted with freshwater creeks, swimming holes and expansive farmlands, where one could spend the entire day swimming, fishing and catching yabbies or tadpoles. So far from home, and yet lunch was always close in the form of an orange, apple, peach, almond and nectarine trees for which South Australia is well known. One's thirst was always well quenched with clear, clean drinking water from the creeks.